Hey there, this isn't a Hollywood script. This is Appalachia, the raw, rugged heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Shenandoah Valley. I'm chasing the horizon through twisting mountain roads, crossing into West Virginia toward a mysterious town called Greenbank, a place unlike anywhere else in America. Stick around, because you won't believe what you're about to see. Hey there, this is Bronx Brothers Motorcycles and my name is Richie. Well, as you already heard, I'm riding through Appalachia. This has to be the most epic area of the United States. I tell you, I've ridden this country far and wide, and I've yet to find roads like there are in the area of Appalachia. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah Valley, Tennessee, North Carolina, West Virginia, and Virginia. Well, today I'm in Virginia, and I'm headed to West Virginia, to the town of Greenbank, and more about that a little bit later. But for right now, I just want to let you know that in this video, I'll be doing some epic riding and taking you to some epic places. So sit back, get yourself something to drink, and let's do some riding.
You know, one of the cool things around this area is I notice cars will pull over to let you go by, and then they will continue because they know that motorcyclists want to get it on. They know why we're in this area. .5 miles, hang a left. Just miles and miles of this stuff. Oh, this is nice. I think we stopped here. I tell you, gravel, the steering wheel is like it's on ball bearings, on marbles. Now the motorcycle is going to lean a whole lot. All right, change out batteries. But first, hitting that center line. I wonder what this is. If the river grows, if the river comes this way, it alerts the people. Virginia, West Virginia Water Science Center. Yep. What are they sciencing around here? The water is wet. And I can tell you right now, it's cool. A lot of butterflies. A lot of insects. That water is clear. It's beautiful. I believe this is the Jackson River. On a hot summer day, sit right there. I guess, I don't know, who would measure that? Is there something tied to it? I guess they come out here and see how high the river is. Pretty neato. So we had a little pit stop here, I don't know, 30 minutes. Had to change batteries. And now, Green Bank, here we come. Greenbank's still an hour away. Still hungry. "44 minutes away. The Lord is still with me. Basically, we're following this creek. Hairpin curve. Minnehaha. Whatever that means, that's I guess a Native American Indian name, Minnehaha. Well, we are in the town of Greenbank. A funny thing, because I've been to the town of Red Bank, and that's in New Jersey. And I'm going to tell you all about Greenbank. So you can cut. There it is. Yes, there it is. Let me tell you about Greenbank real quick. I made this trip all the way out here for this specific reason.
They say there's a place in these mountains where your voice disappears. A place where no phone rings, no radio hums, and even your thoughts feel louder than the world around you. That place is Greenbank, West Virginia. Hidden deep in the folds of the Alleghenies, this quiet little town looks harmless enough. Old barns, crooked fences, a school, a church. But silence rules here. No peace and quiet. Law and order quiet. You see, back in the 1950s, scientists built a machine here. A giant ear of steel, 100 meters wide, listening for whispers from the stars. They called it the Green Bank Telescope. And to protect it from the noise of mankind, the government drew a line around these mountains and called it the National Radio Quiet Zone. Inside it, the modern world fades away. No Wi-Fi, no cell service, no static, nothing. Just you and the hum of the earth beneath your boots. But here is where it gets strange. Some folks say, when the wind blows just right, you can hear things in that silence. Faint signals, like a voice calling from the hills. Or a whisper echoing off the steel dish of that telescope. The old timers don't like to talk about it, but every now and then, a visitor swears they felt something watching them. Not from the woods, but from above. Kids grow up here different. They don't scroll, they listen. They know what quiet really sounds like. The beating of a bird's wings, the sigh of the forest, their own heart echoing in the stillness. And when night falls over Greenbank, that stillness gets heavy, like the mountains themselves are holding their breath. Some folks move here to escape the noise. Others say they're running from something they can't explain. The ones who claim they're allergic to technology, or that silence makes them feel safe. But ask the locals and they'll just smile. That slow West Virginia smile and say, best not go wandering too close to the dish after dark. Because in Greenbank, you might not be able to call for help, but something out there just might answer.
What I like best about living in the quiet zone, and it kind of tells the whole story, the quietness. Some people that come here, they'll say, what do you do? Well, I'll just say, I'm doing it right now, you know. I said, just listen to nature all around you.
Greenbank, West Virginia is a very unique place. I find it ironic sometimes that, you know, we are working with technology here that's world class, it's world leading, but yet no one here has a cell phone.
So a radio telescope works just like an optical telescope in that if you build it or have it in an area where there's a lot of radio noise, the signals you're trying to look for would be obliterated by that radio noise in the same way you can't see the Milky Way in downtown New York City.
A cell phone on Mars would be the brightest radio object to us in the sky. In order to protect the radio atmosphere in this area, Congress created the National Radio Quiet Zone, and that's an area that's 13,000 square miles. There's actually a long list of modern conveniences that we can't utilize here and that generally shouldn't be utilized in the community. Gasoline engines cause a problem. We only use diesels on site. Wi-Fi modems, cordless telephones, no cellular phones, the automatic door opener at the local store, no digital cameras.
Iggy, come here. Iggy, come up here. Iggy. Hey. when you go and you tell people stuff like that, they can't believe it, and they're just like, what? Like, I called my college roommate, and she was like, well, just give me your number and I'll text you. And if she doesn't have an iPhone and we can't do iMessage, I was like, well, we can't text because I don't have service. And they don't understand. They're just like, how do you live without your phone? Like, what do you do? I mean, it's different. Like, if you don't go from one house to another house with Wi-Fi, you don't have any way to contact other people, which is odd.
I really enjoy it because it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's beautiful. All these electronic technician things that these kids are sitting and pushing buttons on don't happen here. The only way you can do that is at home.
It would be very difficult to create a radio quiet zone these days, because in order to create it, you would have to walk into an area and take things away from people. But living here, people have grown up without it, and they've built their homes and they've built everything around the idea that they will be wired, they won't have wireless systems. So it's much easier to maintain a setup like this than it would be to create a new setup.
So I'm trying to give you not only an idea of what Green Bank is as far as the telescope, but more importantly, what it's like to live here. Because in all honesty, that is what caught my attention, is the people that live here have no communication basically with the outside world. Newspaper and people who work outside of town and come back with news. That's the only way to get it. And everything else that they talked about in that short video.
That thing is humongous. Okay. Visitor center. Let's see what we got over there. How you doing, bud? Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know of any place to eat around here?
You know, this place has a little cafe. It might be, what time is it now?
It's gonna be 4.
Yeah, they have like a little cafe. I don't know what you're in the mood for.
What do they have, like burger or
Yeah,
hot dog?
they have burgers and sandwiches and stuff. So it
Okay.
might be okay, but they might be also closing up. If you, if that doesn't work, if you go a few miles down the road, on the left, there's like a little diner.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the first gas station you come to. It's about 3 miles down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you from here?
I'm from Morgantown. I'm from the UK originally.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I've been in West Virginia a long time.
okay.
Yeah.
So do you live around? How far is Morgantown?
Morgantown's like 3 hours away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're visiting like
It's
me?
like here, yeah. We're down here.
Okay. Yeah. Where am I from?
I'm gonna guess Mexico.
No.
Sorry.
New York City, the Bronx.
Ah.
But my parents, this is probably what you're picking up is my Hispanic accent, are from Puerto Rico.
That was gonna be my next guess.
Yeah.
I used to live there.
Did you?
Yeah, Arecibo.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're an astronomer kind of guy.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. All right. So is that what you do now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
My name is Duncan Lorimer.
Duncan Lorimer.
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm an astronomer.
Nice.
Yeah, I work in Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay. And what is there?
The university, West Virginia University.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I take it you're a professor?
I am. I'm a professor in the physics and astronomy department.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what can you tell me about this place? What's so special about it?
Well, I can't quite see it from here, but through the trees there's the
Right.
the largest fully steerable telescope in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what brings me here. So
What have they? I guess with all the years this has been up. This is since the 50s or
the
60s.
site's been here since the 50s,
Uh-huh.
but the telescope is a bit younger. It's been about 25 years old.
Okay.
The big telescope.
Yeah. Is this bigger than the one in Arecibo?
It's smaller, but
It is?
This one moves. This one is about the
Oh.
size of the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is the biggest thing they have found? What is the biggest discovery?
Gosh, I mean, at this observatory here, not with this telescope, but I think the biggest thing is the black hole at the center of the Milky Way.
Oh, wow.
And that sure is big.
And that was discovered here.
Discovered here at Greenbank, yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah,
What? Anything else?
Well, I mean, they look at anything from like the stuff in the solar system. They do radar here as well, but then they go all the way out through the Milky Way and into the universe. So
Cool.
I study things both in the Milky Way and halfway across the universe too.
Wow.
So, yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Oh, longer than I'm prepared to admit. What is it now? 35 years?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you start your career in your country?
Yep.
In England?
I was an undergraduate in Wales.
Okay. Is that where you're from, Wales?
I'm from the northeast of England.
Okay.
Yeah. A place called Darlington.
Darlington.
Home of the railways.
Okay. Yeah. My wife's heritage is all from that area.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here that, I mean, just a few generations,
Yeah, and it's like up there or back there, it's coal country. Here in West Virginia, it's also coal. So
Exactly.
landscape coal.
Yeah. Now, any communication with any type of aliens? I've heard you heard that question.
Oh, yeah, I get that a lot. I haven't had any communication, but occasionally we find things and we think, oh, maybe that's an alien, but then we investigate it some more and it turns out to be something natural.
Yeah.
But we're always looking, and we have a lot of colleagues that's what they do.
Oh, yeah?
They're specifically looking for extraterrestrial signals.
For life outside of this. Yeah.
Which there has to be. It's just like whether we'll find it or not.
Well, nice talking to you.
You too. What's your name?
My name is Richie.
Richie.
Martinez.
All right.
Good talking to you, buddy.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Take care.
So, my man Duncan, I tell you, it was lucky I met him. He had so much information, and he added so much to my trip, giving me so much information, giving you all so much information. Now, let me tell you, Duncan is not a regular kind of guy. Duncan is actually an award-winning astronomer. Let's take a look.
Good evening, everyone. I'm absolutely honored to be a co-recipient of this year's Shaw Prize in Astronomy. Playing a role in finding a new phenomenon has been the thrill of a lifetime, and there are many, many people to thank. Firstly, to my fellow awardees, Matthew Bales and Maura McLaughlin, from whom I've learned so much. From your mentorship of me, Matthew, 30 years ago, and your enthusiasm for pulsars that continues to this day. Maura, your foundational work in pulsars and transients started as all. There are many people to thank, but particularly in this last 20 years, my wife Maura, both of our extended families, and our 3 sons, Callum, Finley, and Owen, provide a loving environment for which I am eternally thankful. Thank you.
Perfect timing, huh? Finding that gentleman.
So I think I'm going to call this video right here because we're coming up on a 30 minutes here on any second now. So this was a fun, action-packed day. And I am not going to cut these videos short, in other words, end the series here, just because. So, like I said, there's still some adventures to be seen, to be had, and I will bring that to you on the next video. So I thought I could cram it in here, but this video was just so cool, learning, if you're like me anyway, learning all this stuff about Green Bank. It's awesome. If you live anywhere on the East Coast, you too can take a ride to Green Bank. Check it out. And I'll have some more information of other stuff that you can do if you're in the area on my next video. So be sure and watch that. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, these are the types of video I put out, as well as instructional videos on how-tos, gear review, parts installations. And to be honest with you, this is what I enjoy the most, is touring our country and seeing beautiful things. I usually ride with a bunch of guys. If you happen to be new here, well, if you haven't given this video a like, I really appreciate it. I think this video earned it. Anyhow, with all that being said, you all take care. Watch out with the crazy people on the roads. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Adios.